My name's Mark Ormrod. I'm a former Royal Marines Commando, and I was injured in combat quite a long time ago now, back on Christmas Eve 2007. I was out on a routine foot patrol, and on the way back to camp, I stood on and detonated an improvised explosive device, which resulted in me losing both my legs above the knee and my right arm above the elbow. I am now a motivational speaker, an adaptive athlete, a father of three, and just a man trying to find his way through this crazy world. I think the thing that's driven me through the challenges that I've faced is a sense of purpose. You know, when I was injured, as corny as it sounds, it was like being reborn. And I had to find that purpose initially. But once I did, and once I was locked in, I started setting myself goals, all focused around the challenges that I've faced and continue to face, then creating plans and then execute on those plans. So, they are just challenges, and that's how I treat them, that's how I handle them, and that's how I overcome them. The reason I wanted to get involved in the campaign as an ambassador is to show other disabled men and women that we can still help, we can still contribute, and the reality is we can assist in saving a life. It doesn't matter that we have a limb difference, even if what we do is just verbally coordinating and talking people through the step-by-step process to administer CPR, then we've helped in a major way, and I want to help spread that message and get more men and women involved. So I think the role that I think I can play in the chain of survival is mainly a verbal one. Coordinating people, giving people instructions, talking them through how to give CPR. I can make phone calls, or I can ask other people to make phone calls to ambulance service, things like that. So although I think many people in my situation feel that they can't contribute and add value to a scenario like this, they absolutely can if they can learn the chain of survival and the steps and what they can do, where their strengths are in a CPR situation. I think the way I personally connect with a campaign message is because it's all about focusing on what you can do and not what you can't do. So the reality is, as a disabled adult, there are certain things, and it pains me to say this, that we can't do physically. But there are a ton of things around that we can do. Making phone calls, coordinating, taking charge of a situation, being very verbal in a scenario. And if we learn the chain of survival and the steps to assist somebody in cardiac arrest, then we can be very valuable. So that's what resonated with me the most about the message. I think if somebody's hesitant or unsure about stepping in physically in a CPR scenario, the best advice that I can give is to go and learn how to do it. In the first aid world, in the medical world, things change all the time, and you have to be quite proactive in educating yourself and taking trainings and courses. So if you lack a little bit of confidence in that area, I think the best thing you can do is undertake some training and go and learn to increase your confidence. Yeah, I absolutely hope that my involvement with the campaign will empower other people in a similar situation to mine to have that confidence to go out there and assist in a CPR situation. It's all about education and learning, obviously practice, and that builds confidence. And so, we never know what's going to happen. And if we find ourselves in that situation, we need to be able to have that confidence so that we can help in whatever capacity that's in. I think the one thing that anyone can do today to be better prepared is to learn CPR. And you can do it for free on the Resuscitation Council website, which is www.resus.org.uk. You'll find a wealth of information on the website, and you can understand all the links that are needed for the chain of survival.